So I didn't even know they were operating in this area. So an F-5 had a mishap at Hill and shut the base down or shut the runway down and did an emergency. Nope, this is not the right one. It's this one. So the Hill Air Force Base closed the airfield after a plane makes an emergency landing. This was Thursday afternoon, so last week. Officials report an F-5 AT jet belonging to a private military contractor, TAC Air, or Tactical Air Support, was headed to the base for training when the incident happened. An F-5 belonging to the Tactical Air Support, a private military contractor providing aggressor aircraft for the 388th Fighter Wing training, performed a gear-up landing or belly landing at Hill Air Force Base after an in-flight emergency. Landing was uneventful and the pilot is safe. He was the only occupant on board, and they had to do a runway inspection, but obviously all was good after that. And so one of my viewers sent me a picture, and I don't know where he got it from. I don't know the source. This is the recovery. That's a good looking airplane.
That's a really good looking airplane.
What is an F-5 AT?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Attack Tiger. I don't know.
So, I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios, right? It could be, you know, any gear problem. Sometimes it's better to land gear up, like that. We did the Viper a while back where he got that award. And, you know, if you get a configuration that is not survivable, especially with one nose gear, one main gear, or just the nose gear or something like that, typically it's better to bring all the gear up, land on the belly, then try to risk it. You don't really want one main because you'll just go off-roading and it's going to be bad. I don't know that that's the case. It could be that the gear wouldn't come down at all. There's whole different scenarios, but typically these types of landings are the most survivable for both the pilot and the jet. And it's a long runway. The only problem with Hill is higher elevation. It's like a couple, like 4,000 feet, 5,000, 4 something.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you really want to, in a pointy nose, and that's a very pointy nose airplane. You definitely want to keep that thing on the prepared surface if you're landing. And if you don't have like both mains down, you know, if you got the nose and one main, it's going to be super hard. I mean, the 38 was similar, right? And that thing had really poor directional control. Dude, I'd rather belly land it.
I think it's the same setup, right? Where you have to hold the nose wheel steering down. If, you know,
yeah, I think you're right.
You know, it's not on off or anything like that.
Yeah.
But obviously the F-5, people always ask what's the difference between F-5 and T-38. You know, you've got the leading edge root extensions. You've got the leading edge devices, bigger engines, single
radar,
seat,
guns,
radar, missiles.
Right.
You know, you've got attach points for hard points for everything. And I also want to point out, this was a private military contractor. However, I can almost guarantee that this was an experienced former or maybe even current reservist military pilot flying it. You know, so it's not just, hey, Joe Bob, you got your type rating in the F-5. Come on down, we'll let you fly. These companies are providing professional adversary air as part of a contract to free up government assets to go do other stuff. Because we're in the continuing resolution, we don't have any money, all that stuff. They provide cheaper, and it is cheaper overall because of, you know, you're not paying retirements and medical and all that stuff. They just say, here's your contract, give us red air on these dates. And typically that's how it works out. So there are pros and cons. We can talk about that in another episode, but I just wanted to point out, you know, people ask, why was there an F-5, a civilian F-5 landing at Hill or providing red air? And that's just how the contracts work. Because that came up when we talked about the Ukraine F-16s that Draken was going to get. They're like, well, why is a civilian company buying it? And that's why.
I don't know what I mean. I really like that paint job. I'm not usually a lot of, you know, ATAC and all the civilian companies. They have, they look nice, but they don't have. The only problem with that paint job is, right, it stands out. It's Tally 1, right? Definitely the F-5.
Well, if I'm a Blue Air guy, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah.
I want it to be bright orange.
What does it say on the backbone?
Tactical Air.
Is that what it says? Tactical Air? Okay.
Yeah.
And on is that Does that have a jam? Is it resting on a jammer pod or a blivet or something?
No, I think that's a inflatable thing they put in to
Okay.
lift it up to get the straps underneath.
Okay.
Like I don't think it's resting on anything. The flaps maybe a little bit down, but I don't think it's. I think that's like the inflatable thing they stick up under it to get it up so they could get the straps, and then I'm guessing they'll either pick it up and put the gear down, or
put it on a truck.
I would think they're going to put the gear down.
Yeah.
You know,
if it can come down. Yeah.
Is the dude still in it?
No, I thought that too. It's a guy standing. See his legs? I know. I saw that. I was like, is that his helmet?
That's the stuff nightmares are made out of. Can you imagine, dude? You're like, hey, stay in here. We got to get the crane. No, 4 hours later, like I'm popping that canopy. No chance am I waiting for them to get 2 cranes and a recovery team. No chance.
They'll drop that thing on its back and you'll be dead.
Yeah. I'll pop every, jettison the canopy, get the canopy breaker tool off the window and start jabbing my way out. There's
the same one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You never played DCS? Remember DCS? It's the exact same. I'm just saying, if you paid attention. Some related comments. Zippers Forever says Advanced Tiger, aka HUD HOTAS, RWR data link.
Wow.
That'd be fun to fly.
That would be fun to fly.
Hockey's available. T Wolf Jaeger says F-5 AT looks like TAC Air's homegrown designation for an F-5 with upgraded avionics and Erst.
Wow.
I did not see the Erst. Do you see an Erst on there?
Might be via pod,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Erst here in a second, actually, when we talk about the Rafale. But thank you.